correspondence, I'll just run through all three of those, no problem. Like I said, the planning board thing, I'll actually probably read that because it's canceling a meeting and scheduling the next one. I told Orchard Park is just a cell tower going up on Newton. And that Lancaster, talking to Marty, if we want to jump on board with that. What are you guys' thoughts on that? The Senate bill?
I say, I mean, if it's gonna go through, why not? I mean, it sounded decent, and that's been something that the Conservation Advisory Council and I have been working on for years, of how to mitigate the, I don't know what they ask for. If they can file it, if they can get some kind of relief from the state, why not?
Perfect. Normally what we do in a case like that is then we adopt our own resolution, so I'll have my draft one for the next meeting.
Okay.
It'll be identical, it'll be boilerplate to theirs.
Okay.
It's basically taking the language of the state bill and just hopping on board with it. So, for application for use of the Boy Scouts, I can take care of that one. Unless you want to.
I'm sorry?
He's asking, did you want to take the application?
Yeah, sure.
All right, perfect. Boston Town, I can do that.
That's fine with me.
Michael, on that 30-day waiver for the municipality notification for the premises liquor license, that goofy thing, I think it's going on, the property changed ownerships, he's got to get the liquor license in his own name.
Right.
I think by the time, it looks like by the time it closed, it was within his 30-day period to ask our permission. We have no problem with that?
Yeah, this is the first time I've seen the agenda. The supervisor's not gonna do it tonight?
Right, correct, Marty.
Oh, so you're running the meeting, okay. okay.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
this,
sorry.
this is the first time that I saw the agenda, just now. Give me a sec.
Yeah.
Which one are we on?
Three
Number
under new business.
3 on the bottom.
The only thing that I would be concerned about, Jay, and I forgot to bring it up, I'm sorry, is, I don't know, is their patio permitted there? Did they ever get a permit when they did that patio?
I don't know, at Boston Hotel?
Yeah.
Which patio are we talking about?
They have a patio off the front now.
Oh, let's see.
So, you know that step up?
The sidewalk?
From the road?
So they have the sidewalk, and then they have a step up, and they put fencing around it, and they now call it a patio.
Is it in the front or the back or the
It's in the
side?
front.
I didn't see it.
That's what Delmore was calling his smoking area, right?
Correct.
Oh, okay.
Right, okay.
Is that, I mean, so in the request, it has it listed as a patio area. I don't wanna see it get grandfathered in if it wasn't ever
Right.
properly taken care of in the first place.
Yeah, it's not. It's never
Yeah,
approved.
what is there a time limit on this? I mean, I assume he's not.
He's asking for a waiver from us for our, this is the one where it's with the liquor license, how we don't really have a say one way or the other, but we can oppose it. We can basically add our comments if we have a problem with it.
Is this where it's just renewable every year?
Yeah. But it's changed a little bit because it's new property owners. It
It's
transferred,
gone from Delmore to,
Delmore finally
Mason.
got rid of it, after all these years, after we condemned the other one, after all that jazz.
Right, okay. Jay, I'll need a few minutes to review this,
Okay, no,
If
it's
there's a
fine.
time frame on it, then,
Yeah.
let's do what we normally do, but other than that, I'd like to have a chance to take a look at it.
All right, yeah, we can definitely, trying to think if he's up against a deadline or not. I'm assuming he is, but.
I'm assuming based on what I was reading here.
So this is why he was the last month, so you have to do something. And now it's our problem.
Right.
It's not Delmore anymore, though.
Well, but yeah, it's not him, it's, well, it is one of his buddies though.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
The notice was sent 11/11.
I'll receive it. Which we were sent to him 11.
Correct, yes.
Right, he didn't bother passing it on to us till 20,
Right.
so. Which didn't make it the agenda for the last meeting then. Oh, wait, how could that be? November 20th was a Sunday.
Sunday.
Well, even his notification, the date of his letter is 11/18. Request for waiver of the 30-day municipality notification.
Right. All right, yeah, I can just, if you would rather table it?
Yes, table, if we could,
Perfect.
yeah, and let me,
Fine with me. petition on the noise enforcement,
Patio
let me see.
license on there. Well, first of all, is that gonna require any type of action through the planning, through the planning board? Approval of site plan? We can alter any, I mean, I don't know.
Not normally the renewal, and this is just a transfer of the liquor license. I mean, I have no affinity one way or the other. It's a transfer of liquor license. They have to just simply notify the municipality that there's a transfer taking place of the licensee, the license holder. And apparently they only have 30 days from the transfer of the property to do that, is my understanding from just a brief read of it. And he did not meet that 30-day deadline from his closing time. He's working on an extension right now. He's still able to work off of Delamore's liquor license for X number of days. I'm not sure what that number is, whether it's 45 or 90.
Has he used it outside the patio or deck before, or is this something new?
No, it
He
was,
put a fence up around the part of the sidewalk, is what he did. He
Yeah.
called it his smoking lounge. Where people stand out there and smoke, and I know people have stood out there and smoked with a beer in their hand, and the troopers drive on by, so,
Yeah.
right,
you know, I'm not gonna send Ferguson down there in the middle of the night because somebody's standing on a sidewalk having a beer that nobody's complaining about.
Right.
Um,
Yeah, if there's no problem, I would just assume that the board, table, just maybe make a.
Yeah,
make a couple
no,
phone
no
calls.
problem. No problem. Any problems with Butch
No.
getting reappointed? Friday night rec appointment, I'll take, who wants to take care of, Frank? Any preference?
I think,
you said you were gonna take the noise ordinance?
Yeah, I'll take that. Like I said, that noise ordinance, Michael, there's a petition in there signed by a bunch of residents, basically complaining about the noise down in Bella. They're citing very specific noises, none of which are in our control and none of which I think violate the noise ordinance.
Right.
Quite honestly, they're using real intermittent sounds as their basis for complaint, such as the backup alarm on the garbage trucks, which that's a
Oh.
DOT mandate.
Oh.
DOT even sets the decibel level of those dumb things.
Yeah.
And then they say picking up the trash cans makes too much noise, and they want them to just have the trash cans picked up during the day thing. We'll send Ferguson down there to talk to him, find out, what he thinks he can do, if anything. And determine, we'll get an opinion from Ferguson if there's any violation, but there's no consistent noise level. It's not like Cousins, when we had the issue with Cousins.
Right.
We can stand outside with the meter in the guy's yard and say, yeah, it's too loud. We can't do that, because we get the sound that's not even regularly scheduled, it's random, so.
Oh, that's a substantial amount of signatures.
Yeah, there is, well, they want walking door to door. Friday night rec appointment, I'll take care of that.
So we're just gonna send that over to Ferguson for investigation?
Yep.
And report back to the board next, as soon as he's able to.
Exactly, correct. And then 3 from the historical society, who wants those? Okay, yours? All right.
Can I do those all at one time?
You sure can,
Beautiful.
as expeditiously as possible. All right, I told Bob he did not need to be here for the agenda meeting earlier today. We'll be in executive session on some things. I didn't want him to come down here just to sit down in the room. And Ms. Clark, anything from your office?
I do not.
All right, make a motion to go into executive session to discuss litigation.
Oh,
Oh, I'm sorry.
yes, Mr. Supervisor, there was on here a request for the member of the planning board to go to the, I thought there was gonna be a request from
Mitch Martin?
Mitch Martin,
So
yes.
there's-
Correct, it's preliminary matters, we're gonna do that at the very beginning.
Okay, Marty had offered to the chairman of the planning board the opportunity to go to New York City, and, I strongly endorse that. I posed that to the planning board chairman about a week ago, and he's still trying to make a decision, I'm trying to make a decision real quick. I don't know if there's enough funds to send 2 from the planning board, that's my point.
Oh, I see,
Yeah.
okay,
So, I mean,
that's something,
the chairman, works down at, not Kissing Bridge, but the
Holiday Valley.
Holiday Valley, and during the winter, and it's tough for him to take off time, and the meeting's usually around the President's Day, which is a holiday, so, quite proud. But he would be an excellent person, he's an engineer, retired engineer by trade,
Right.
he's really the backbone of the planning board, and I would just love to get him down there for 3 days, but he seems to have a tough time getting away from work. If I could get a definitive, decision from him, and then, if,
As of, my understanding was as of yesterday, Mr. Sinkel was asking Mitch to go.
what?
David was asking Mitch,
Oh, okay,
To
okay,
go.
yeah,
whether he made a decision that he specifically did not wanna go, I don't know, but
Right, okay.
Would we
Mitch and I
rather table it
spoke.
until we know for sure?
Well, by then, they might have their agenda out too. The Association of Towns still doesn't have their agenda out as to what days may or may not apply. Do they?
I think as far as plane tickets and travel plans, the sooner the better.
They have to be booked by January. Rooms, at least at the hotel, have to be booked by January 28th, I believe it
Well,
was.
there's plenty of time.
So there's plenty of time, according to the Association of Towns. So, but Jay's right, I mean, probably the biggest thing that would fluctuate within the next 2 board meetings would be plane tickets. And obviously, the longer we wait, the closer we get to that February
When did you
date.
talk to David? You recall?
Yeah, that's good.
Okay,
When did you talk to Mitch?
a couple days ago, 2 days ago. His letter's dated December 6th. Mitchell's letter is dated December 6th.
Well, perhaps you could pass it on the condition that the chairman, decline to go,
Yeah, that's an idea.
with that understanding.
And then they can work it out between the two of them.
Right.
Exactly.
So you can get if there's a discount on a budget, you can get that.
Yeah. I know what it costs to fly to Chicago, so. No thanks. All right, anything else? Miguel?
Yeah, I've just got one thing before we go into executive session. We do have a meeting coming up on the 14th, a special meeting. And Madam Clerk, will you have somebody sitting in as a deputy for the minutes on that meeting?
I was not instructed. It's obviously a public hearing about me, so I would think that the town board would have to arrange that themselves.
Okay, all right, that's fine. That's all that I'm asking. Okay, so then we should probably make some arrangements for that to supervisor.
Or maybe if you'd like to pay my deputy town clerk, she might want to do that.
Okay,
Nah, we'll get a court report. I know some very well
Of course,
qualified people.
spend more money.
well, we have to have a court reporter plus a clerk,
Right.
because it's public hearing.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
Is it?
Yep,
All right.
that's it.
Make a motion to go to executive session regarding litigation.
Second?